Hi. I have another book about Frances. Remember her? Remember Bread and Jam for Frances? Well, this is her. Her same family, the whole thing, same, but a different story. Best Friends for Frances. Once again, the library plastered their little sticker right over the part of the title. But we know it's Best Friends for Frances, and it's by Russell Hoban and pictures by Lillian Hoban. I think they're married to each other. Alrighty, here we go. The first picture is this. We'll look at the picture first. There's a little badger sitting on the steps and another one in the front. And I believe the one in the front is Frances and the one in the back is her little sister, Gloria. Well, let's see what's happening. It was a pleasant summer morning. So Frances took her bat and her ball and some chocolate sandwich cookies and went outside. "Will you play ball with me?" Frances's little sister Gloria called to her as she was leaving. "No," said Frances, "you're too little." Gloria sat down on the back steps and cried. Frances walked over to her friend Albert's house, singing a little song. "Sisters that are much too small to throw or catch or bat a ball are really not much good at all, except for crying." That's not a very friendly song, is it? Well, when Frances got over to Albert's house, he was just coming out, and he was carrying a large, heavy-looking brown paper bag. And there's the picture. There she is with her bat, etc. And there is Albert coming out with a big, large bag. Looks kind of heavy, doesn't it? "Let's play baseball," said Frances. "I can't," said Albert. "Today is my wandering day." "Where do you wander?" said Frances. "I don't know," said Albert. "I just go around until I get hungry, and then I eat my lunch." "That looks like a big lunch," said Frances. "It's nothing much," said Albert. 4 or 5 sandwiches and some apples and bananas and 2 packages of cupcakes and a quart of chocolate milk." "Wow." "Can I wander with you?" asked Frances. "I only have 1 lunch," said Albert. "Well, I'll bring my own," said Frances. "I'll run home and get it right away." "No," said Albert. "I think I better go by myself. The things I do on my wandering days aren't things that you can do." So that was that picture I showed you already there. Well, he says, "The things I do on my wandering day I can't do with you." So she says, Frances says, on the next page, "Like what?" "Well, catching snakes," said Albert. "Throwing stones at telephone poles. A little frog work, maybe. Walking on fences, whistling with grass blades, looking for crow feathers." "Well, I can do all that," said Frances, "except for the frog work and the snakes." "That's what I mean," said Albert. "I'd have to ruin the whole day showing you how. I'll see you tomorrow." And then Albert went off to wonder, and Frances walked slowly home with her bat and ball, singing, "Fat boys that eat too much lunch can't do a thing but munch and crunch and play with snakes and frogs." When Frances got home, Gloria said, "Will you play ball with me now?" "You can't bat and you can't catch," said Frances, "and you can't throw either." "I can if you stand close," said Gloria. "All right," said Frances, and she played ball with Gloria. They're thinking, if you stand a little closer, then I can catch easier, right? And that's what when a little child is learning how to play catch, that's a good idea. Well, the next morning when Frances went to Albert's house, Albert was playing ball with his friend Harold. "Can I play?" asked Frances. "She's not much good," said Harold to Albert. "And besides, this is a no-girls game." "Can't I play?" said Frances to Albert. "Well, it is a no-girls game," said Albert. "All right," said Frances. "Then I will go home and play a no-boys game with my sister Gloria, Mr. Fat Albert. So ha, ha, ha." So Frances walked home. There she is talking to the boys. They say, "Nope, only boys, no girls." And there she's walking home singing. What do you think she's going to sing this time? She kind of sings what her thoughts are, aren't they? Like her feelings. Boys to throw and catch and bat are all the friends that Mr. Fat Albert will have from now on. He will not have me. So, she's not too nice to call him Fat Albert, is she? But she's kind of mad at him, so she's saying things like that. Well, when Frances got home, Gloria said, "How did you play ball so fast that you were home so soon?" It was a fast game," said Frances. "You're lucky that you have a friend to play with," said Gloria. "I wish I had a friend." There they are talking. The little Gloria sitting on the back step, and there's Frances. Did Frances tell the truth? She said that it was a fast game. So when Gloria says, "I wish I had a friend," Frances says, "I thought Ida was your friend." "Ida is away at camp," said Gloria, "and when she is here, she only wants to play dolls or a tea party. She never wants to catch frogs or play ball." "Can you catch frogs?" asked Frances. "I use Father's old hat," said Gloria. "Shall I show you how?" "Later," said Frances. "Do you want to play ball?" "All right," said Gloria. "If any boys come, they can't play," said Frances, "and I think I will be your friend now." "How can a sister be a friend?" said Gloria. "You'll see," said Frances. "For frogs and ball and tea parties and dolls," said Gloria. "Yes," said Frances. And they still just have this picture as they're talking. "And will you show me how to print my name?" asked Gloria. "And tell me what the letters and numbers say when I make letters and numbers?" "Yes," said Frances. "Then you will be my best friend," said Gloria. "Will it be just today or longer?" "Longer," said Frances. "And today we are going to do something big with no boys." "What?" said Gloria. "We will have an outing," said Frances, "and there will be a picnic and songs and games and prizes." Mother helped Frances and Gloria get everything ready and packed in Frances's wagon. And there we see Mommy helping. They got a picnic basket and a jar and some other goodies. Let's see. Oh, they have clothespins. And the jar looks like it has a frog in it. Interestingly. Yeah. I'm not sure what she's holding. A paper bag and some clothespins, maybe, Frances. And it looks like Gloria's putting a jar with a frog in it into the wagon, too. So we'll see what's going to happen. Well, anyway, then Frances and Gloria went off to the outing. In the wagon, oh, here we go. It's going to tell us. In the wagon was a picnic lunch in a hamper. That's like a picnic basket, sometimes called a hamper. There were also 2 burlap sacks for the sack race. Oh, that's a fun game. And an egg, I thought it looked like an egg for the egg toss, and a jar with 2 frogs in it that Gloria had caught for the frog jumping contest. And there were balloons and lollipops for prizes. And Frances had made a sign to carry on the outing too, and it said, "Best Friends Outing, no boys." Oh, and they're holding hands as Frances pulls the wagon. Best Friends Outing, no boys. And there's Mommy waving goodbye. Have fun. Sounds like they have a fun day planned. Frances and Gloria held the sign high as they passed Albert's house, and Frances sang, "When best friends have an outing, there are jolly times in store. There are games and there are prizes. There is also something more. There is something in a hamper that is very good to eat. When best friends have an outing, it's a very special treat. With no boys." There they go. Singing away, Frances. And here they are, Albert coming out of his door. What do you think he's going to say? "What is in that hamper?" asked Albert as he came running out of his house. "I don't know," said Frances. "Nothing much." hard-boiled eggs and whole fresh tomatoes, carrot and celery sticks. There are some cream cheese and chives sandwiches, I think, and cream cheese and jelly sandwiches too, and salami and egg and pepper and egg sandwiches and coleslaw and potato chips, of course, and then ice-cold root beer packed in ice and watermelon and strawberries and cream for dessert. That's a lot of food, isn't it? Do you think that's all in there? I think she was thinking of all her favorites and putting them all together. And there are other things I forget, like black and green olives and pickles and popsicles and probably some pretzels and things like that. And there are salt and pepper shakers and napkins and a checked tablecloth, which is the way girls do it. Could I come along on the eating, said Albert. You mean outing, said Frances. Outing, I mean, said Albert. Could I come along? That wagon looks very heavy to pull, and you will probably get all tired out unless I help you. There they are all talking there. Albert's at his house and talking to the girls. He's saying, you'll get tired out unless I help you. I don't know, said Frances. You can see from the sign that this is a no boys outing, and it is only for best friends. What good is an outing without boys, said Albert. It's just as good as a ball game without girls, said Frances, and maybe a whole lot better. Can't I be a best friend? Asked Albert. I don't think it is the kind of thing you can do, said Frances, and it would ruin my whole day to have to explain it to you. So she's being kind of firm in the way she's saying, isn't she? I can do it, said Gloria. I can be a best friend, and I can catch frogs, too. I can catch frogs and snakes, said Albert. Let him be a best friend, said Gloria, and he can show me how to catch snakes. I'll get my snake pillowcase right now, said Albert. Well, I'm not sure, said Frances. Maybe you'll be best friends when it is goodies in the hamper time. But how about when it is no girls' baseball time? When we are best friends, there won't be any no girls' baseball, said Albert. All right, said Frances, and she crossed out the no boys on the sign, and they started off again. And there they are. Albert is now helping out, isn't he? Yep, and you can see a little bit of, she crossed out the no boys on the sign. Albert pulled the wagon to the outing place while Frances and Gloria walked ahead with the sign. The outing place was at the maple tree on the hill by the pond. Everybody had a good time there. First, Albert caught a snake for Gloria. And then they played games. Gloria won the sack race when they jumped in burlap bags. Frances won the egg toss, and Albert won the frog jumping contest with a fresh frog that he had caught right there at the pond. Because remember, they only had 2 frogs in the jar, so he caught another one, and that one jumped the farthest. So everybody won a prize. Then Frances made up a party song, and everybody sang it. Here's a picture of them all singing together, holding balloons. Even the snake looks happy that's in this pillowcase, and the frogs look happy. Okay, let's see what it says. The song says, when the wasps and the bumblebees have a party, nobody comes that can't buzz. When the chicks... Wait, let me start that over again. The melody I chose wasn't working. When the wasps and the bumblebees have a party, nobody comes that can't buzz. When the chicks and the ducklings have an outing, everyone has to wear fuzz. When the frog and the snake have their yearly clam bake, there's plenty of wiggling and hopping. They splash in the pond and the marshes beyond, and everyone has to get sopping. She has quite an imagination. Yeah, it was easier for me to read it sort of like a poem-y beat, right? Without much melody. And at the best friends outing, said Albert, everyone has to eat, don't they? Yes, said Frances and Gloria, and they opened the hamper. Maybe we packed too much, said Frances. I'm not sure we can eat it all. That is what best friends are for, said Albert, as he quickly spread the tablecloth. I will help you finish it all. And there they are taking out the food, and there's Albert spreading the cloth, and there are the snakes looking at him, and the froggies. And Albert said, I'll help you finish it all, and that is just what Albert did. And when the picnic was over, the hamper was not heavy at all. How come? They ate a good lunch, didn't they? I call that a good outing, said Albert, and he gave Frances and Gloria a ride in the wagon while he pulled it all the way home. Isn't that nice? He gave them both the girls a ride. Of course, the basket wasn't as heavy, so that helped, but that was very nice of him. The next morning, Albert came over with a bunch of daisies for Frances. What are the daisies for? Said Frances. Well, said Albert, we are best friends now, and I am a boy, so that makes me your best boy that's a friend, or best boyfriend. And that is why I brought you the daisies. Well, thank you, said Frances. Then Gloria sat down on the steps and cried. Ooh, why are you crying? Said Frances. It was the daisies he brought over, and now she's crying. What do you think? What do you think she might be crying? Because now you have Albert to be your best boyfriend and bring you flowers and play ball with, said Gloria, and you won't be my best friend anymore. Oh, yes, I will, said Frances, and besides, I am not sure that I'm going to let Albert be my boyfriend. Then let him be mine, said Gloria. Not so fast, said Frances. It was only yesterday that you got to be big enough to play baseball. But I will give you half the daisies Albert gave me. So Frances gave Gloria half the daisies, and Gloria stopped crying. And then Harold came over, and everybody played baseball. Gloria, too. There they are. Looks like Frances is helping her. Isn't that nice? And he's pitching. I don't know if that's Albert or what's his face? I forgot his name. Albert or Harold. Yes. Forgot his other name. Yeah. Anyway, they're all there having a fun time. And everybody played baseball and had fun, and that's the end of Best Friends for Frances. Now, there are some other ones besides bread and jam for Frances and this one. There's also Bedtime for Frances, A Baby Sister for Frances. That must be when Gloria comes. That must be an earlier book. A Birthday for Frances, and Egg Thoughts and Other Frances Stories. So there's a lot more. Maybe we can read some more if you'd like. And that's it for today. See ya.